Welcome, everybody, to a special episode of Game Chat Tonight with the Huber Rebels. My name is Ethan,
My name is Jordan.
and may the 4th be with you, even though you may be watching this on not the 4th or around the 4th, but we're right around Star Wars Day. Everybody else is starting to celebrate Star Wars. Lego's putting their stuff out. Uh, Fortnite's doing their stuff. 7-Eleven and Tetris are celebrating the 40th anniversary, completely unrelated to Star Wars. But regardless, we are the Huber Rebels, and in a very fittingly, may the 4th be with you, and may the Force be with you. Jordan,
Yeah.
what's up?
Uh, Not much. Been playing Fallout, and that's it. Just been playing Fallout and anticipating Star Wars stuff. That's been my week pretty much.
Have you played any Star Wars or watched any Star Wars lately?
I actually watched a couple episodes of
Actually,
Bad
have you
Batch.
played? Okay.
What?
I was going to say we should save talking about Star Wars for
I
the
w-
Huber Rebels podcast special edition. So, have you
yes.
played any Star Wars?
Played any Star Wars? No. I got no Star Wars to play right now. Uh, do I?
The,
I
the
guess
last the last Star Wars I played was with you.
yeah, was Battlefront, and I really didn't like it.
Yeah.
So, you said
No,
there's an
it's rough.
update, and I would like to know what was updated because maybe I'll keep playing because I did spend money on it, and I'd like
Uh,
to get my money's worth.
we got it discounted,
Yes, a little bit.
right? Yeah. Little pre-order discount. So it seems like they are working on everything. So stuff like the servers, remember how like we're like searching for servers and they don't show up, or then you have to do this and then it shows up, and then like trying to join them and all of that. It seems like that's been smoothed out. I have not verified this, but that was in the patch notes. So if we could at least just find the same server and quickly get into a game and play, that's an improvement.
That's the thing. The
And then
quicker we can play, the more I'll start to feel comfortable in it and enjoy it more. But yeah, spending more time looking for a lobby than actually playing is not a fun way to play a janky game.
yeah, not a great experience. But yeah, I think they are working on stuff, so they want to get it to a good point.
Good. I honestly kind of felt like they were just gonna push it out there and be done with it. I didn't think that there would be updates to. I mean, is it even a remaster? It's just a bundling of the games that you can now play. Like, it didn't feel like
Yeah,
a remaster at all.
it's a remaster. Well, go plug it into an old 480 TV, and then realize you're now playing it on a 4K TV. So
Sure.
we take that for granted now, but there is stuff to be done there, and it wasn't on modern consoles,
Right.
so it's definitely a step up from if you had a PS2 and put that game in, even though that might be a better experience because that's the original way to play it. But we'll talk about more about our favorite Star Wars games on the second half of the show. First half of the show, there's some news updates. I think you mentioned 7-Eleven and Tetris are up to something.
Yeah, I heard about this, and I mean, it's a random collaboration, but it's the 40th anniversary of Tetris, and they're pairing with 7-Eleven. First and foremost, I think with these cool, like, Slurpee Game Boys that I think are limited to like 20,000 units or something I saw. There's
Ooh.
something where you can win with a raffle by having like 7-Eleven points, but I think you can also just buy it on the store. So I don't know if that 20,000 thing is limited to like the winning it or just total, but it's very cool. I like how it looks. It doesn't look corny or cheesy to me. It looks like a cool product. Um,
I,
I don't know.
I
What do you
had a really
think?
stupid question,
Yeah, what?
and it was going to be, what game does it play? And then I
Well,
realized it's Tetris.
I'm sure someone out there will mod it. Yes, it's Tetris. Someone will mod it to like play GTA 6 on it or something someday and be
Oh
like,
my
"Look,
goodness.
but in addition to the Slurpee machine or Slurpee Tetris machine, there's some really cool merch that they're also coming out with. Like a lot of merch. There's like
Wow,
7 or 8 different shirts and there's hats and
that's a
sweaters. Did
lot.
you look at any of it?
I did see it. It seemed like the same kind of graphic on different types of shirts, and maybe a couple different graphics.
There's something like cool about the pairing of 7-Eleven and Tetris. Like, there's a couple shirts on here that I really want, like this kind of like 16-bit like Tetris kind of 7-Eleven store front. I don't know. I just really like it. I think this is a fun pairing. Um,
Wh- Is
and then
is
also
it in?
Speedway,
Is it?
which I think is like an more East Coast. We have Speedways here. I don't know if
Yes.
there's Speedways back home. Are there Speedways there? I don't
No,
think so.
I'm
But
pretty
they're
sure that.
also like owned by 7-Eleven, so they're doing that with them as well. But I don't know. I just think it's really
Oh.
fun. I enjoy it.
Is it Speedway themed?
So there's a couple
Like they have
shirts that
both?
have, yeah, they have the Tetris kind of like rainbow look, and then a 7-Eleven at the
Yeah.
bottom. But then there's another one that has Speedway that I think looks better in that format. So like I want that one. And then they also, dude, 7-Eleven has so much merch. Like, like it's dangerous for me. You know how much I love my shirts. So I might be wearing some 7-Eleven merch on the podcast coming up soon.
That's is it? I was gonna say, is this just a Tetris anniversary and they just want to partner with 7-Eleven to get it out there, or is there also a 7-Eleven anniversary
I think it's just Tetris.
of some sort? Okay,
Yeah, I just for
7-Eleven is
some
such an
reason
interesting partner.
totally. Uh, but they do lots of pairings, I believe. Like
Do that?
they're everywhere. They're kind of
Yeah.
a perfect billboard to put something up if you want to. And I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of a win-win, both for 7-Eleven and for Tetris. It brings attention to both, and everybody can go find it. It might be a little random, but why not?
Yeah, I think 7-Eleven's really upped their like promotional game in the last 10 years, maybe. I don't
Are
know. They got lots of cool like plushies, and they got the pops and stuff. I'm into it.
they pops?
Yo, yeah. There's Slurpee
Like they
pops.
sell pops? Oh no. Okay, they have 7-Eleven pops.
Yeah, there's 7-Eleven pops, and I
That
think there's like 7-Eleven exclusive pops as well. Like the new Ghostbusters had the little marshmallows,
like
and there was like a
drops.
7-Eleven one, exclusive one of that. Yeah. Um,
Okay. Yeah, why
Staying
not?
on Tetris real quick before we move off. Did you ever see the Tetris movie?
No, I still haven't watched it, and I was actually thinking about it the other day,
I
and
recommend.
how I would like to watch it. Is it
Yeah,
Taron
yeah,
Egerton? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Elton John himself. It was
Yeah.
very fun. Um, Not a fantastic movie, but fun for sure. Um,
Uh, how much is the Slurpee game machine? I'm really curious if it's gonna be limited or not.
is that on here? It says $30.
Yeah. That's a lot,
It is.
considering you can play Tetris for free on your phone.
Totally. You would have to really be like a passionate Slurpee lover, which
7-Eleven.
Taylor happens to be. Um,
Wait.
so
Oh, Slurpee lover. Okay.
yeah,
Is she a Tetris fan?
I don't think so, not so much, which kind of sucks. And I know Tetris, Maya loves Tetris, right?
I was gonna say, have
Does
you
she
have you
love
played
Slurpees?
Tetris?
Yeah.
How would you consider yourself at it?
Mm, not not great, I don't think. I don't think I've played it enough to know how skilled I am. I think I just play it until I get bored. I don't necessarily play it until I lose. But
Yeah, that was my experience until I watched Maya play it, and I was like, that's what Tetris is. And I kind of learned how to play it, and much more fun at that
yeah.
point.
I think I
So,
told you I used to have a like Disney Tetris game on my old Game Boy, and now that I have this analog thing, I might download that and try that out again because
what analog thing?
the analog app on my phone
Delta?
is Delta. Analog's the other thing we're talking about later. Sorry. Yes,
Well,
Delta.
analog is the one that makes the
I
actual
know.
Game Boy the physical. Is that the skin you have on your emulator?
No, but it just I guess it made me think of that so much because of how like basically the same thing it is. Yeah, Delta. Sorry, the emulator.
Okay. So you downloaded that since you own the Disney Tetris game. You
I
got
do.
that ROM to
Yeah,
play on
absolutely.
your
Yeah,
emulator
yeah,
fully legally, uh, which is all I did too.
yeah.
Uh, and I really haven't used it like at all.
I wanted to play Pokemon so bad, but I never owned it, so I can't.
I I also realized I don't want to play Pokemon on that.
It
I want to play it. I want it to come out on Switch, with like connectivity so I can trade with people and battle people and connect it to the other games. I don't want to be like trapped in this tiny enclosed bubble.
The Delta app is really nice because like with our phones it does have that kind of like haptic touch when you do the
Hmm.
buttons, which is good,
Yeah.
but it's still not perfect. Like having the button clicks I think is one thing I'm missing. But it's really close.
Yeah. It's, I mean, for what it is, it's amazing.
It's as close as you can possibly get for free. It's incredible.
I think you can do N64 games. I should try that and see if I can like connect my N64 Bluetooth controller. I don't know if those connect to the phone.
Oh wow.
I have no idea if that would work. I feel like it wouldn't. Um, but what I really want is so Analog that makes the Game Boys. They're all they haven't had a big new product in a while.
Yeah.
And I still haven't gotten any of what they sell. I just haven't had a reason to justify it. But they've announced this year, and I still think we don't have a release date. They haven't even fully unveiled it. They're finally going to do the Analog 3D.
Okay.
Any guess as to what that is?
3D.
Yeah. So they've done like a TurboGrafx one. They've done a Super Nintendo one, and I think even an NES one where you take your cartridges, you put them in there, you plug it into your modern TV, and it works flawlessly.
Okay, well then going down that lineage, I would say an N64.
Yep.
Why
And
3D? Because that those games looked
and
3D.
N64 is the first 3D console.
Okay, okay. Cool.
Maybe PlayStation, but essentially that's when 3D games blew up.
Right.
And I think that's the one I gotta get.
Yeah.
Even the like
Because is your N64 like not usable?
it's a little janky. I also have a massive collection of N64 games,
Yeah.
and I also have some Japanese games that do not work on mine, and this will play every region, everything seamlessly.
Oh, you have to like jailbreak them kind of? Like I didn't realize they were
They don't
region
fit.
specific.
They
Really?
don't fit, so you need an adapter, which I
Weird.
could
Okay.
probably get and figure out, but
No,
yeah,
but
there's
these
a
analog
slight
products are so
yeah.
cool. Like you and I have always loved the idea of having all of our consoles on a shelf, you know? But I think
Yeah.
these analog, like the Game Boy one, like all of their products, I think are worthy of being in that lineage, of being the like modern version of them. You know, I think they're awesome. So yeah, I fully
Yeah,
support that.
they're definitely best of the best. And there's all kinds of other like cool features. So we'll see. I'm gonna play it by ear.
Have they
Um,
unveiled what it looks like yet?
there's just a teaser, and it literally looks like an N64. Like it's like a side shot or whatever, but it evokes like the power buttons and stuff.
Okay,
I have a feeling it'll be very cool.
cool. That's exciting. I love that.
Yeah. Switching back over to the news train. Obviously, I'm obsessed with Assassin's Creed, and there's a bunch of games in the pipeline, including Red coming out later this year. Might be called Shadows. We'll see.
Oh,
I think that would be a cool name. The one set in Japan. Big old open world game.
yeah.
But they also announced Assassin's Creed Hexe, I think is what it's called, for 2026 is the current rumored date. It'll also be part of Infinity, the little Assassin's Creed hub.
This is a new code name.
It's been out ever since they did their massive blowout, but
Okay.
uh, I think Holy Roman Empire is like I think the era of it. It's
Oh
like
wow.
medieval Germany type vibes.
Oh
But
wow. Okay, cool.
the latest report that came out is like rather than the big open world RPGs, this one will be a little bit more linear, so smaller scale.
Kind of like
Probably
Mirage.
even Mirage is like an open world.
Okay.
So maybe I see it as maybe like smaller hub areas or something. Honestly, I have no idea. We'll see. But I remember when they first announced it, this is gonna be like a witch game because I think it's like the Witch Trials or something was in this era. Uh,
In the
and so
Roman
remember
Empire?
Holy Roman Empire.
Yeah.
That's not the Roman Empire.
What is the Holy Roman Empire?
I think I could be getting the name wrong. Give me a quick search so my computer doesn't crash. Is that not Germany in like the 1500s or something around that?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're totally right.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
not the Roman Empire.
Okay. Confusing, but
So
okay.
rumored, rumored, it'll be a female protagonist named Elsa, not to be confused with Frozen.
Unfortunate. Okay.
Only protagonist, and you'll have supernatural abilities.
Wow.
So very different direction,
So, oh, witchy.
including
That sounds cool.
yeah. The initial thing was like going a very different direction,
Okay.
including possessing cats.
Okay.
So I guess you can control an eagle currently. So I'm super down for more like animal gameplay. I
No,
never
that
got
sounds
into the
awesome.
GTA peyote gameplay, but uh, which is where you could like you could be
Yeah.
a deer
Yeah.
and a Bigfoot. Did you ever do that? I never did
I
that.
don't. Honestly can't remember if I've done it myself or seen videos of it. Like it feels so long ago that I'm not sure.
Uh, anyways, though, I apparently it might have a fear system, which is, I mean, Assassin's Creed has been pretty cut and dry. You run around and kill people. You have a wanted system, yada yada yada. So this is like really going like left field, which I think is awesome. Of course, there's the purists that are like, don't do that, but I like when studios experiment. And there's so many Assassin's Creed games coming out that I'm just like, let's do it.
Dude, Assassin's Creed is such a cool playground to do whatever they want. Like because it's
With
all
all of
as far as
history.
I know, I do not know hardly anything, but as far as I am aware, with it all being in these kind of like simulators or whatever it is, like I think it's like you're kind of reliving history, but you can make it be whatever you want. You know, you can like twist the realities or whatever, and you can do any era, any region. Like, there's so much to play with in Assassin's Creed. I think that's such a fun thing that they have going, and this one sounds really fun.
You're reliving memories of ancestors.
So it's actual truth. It's not like they are able to play with it. I'm talking in story. Like they're not playing with any of that stuff to make it like more supernatural or unrealistic. Like it is like real stuff that you're reliving.
And some of that is supernatural
Well,
because Assassin's Creed is history mixed with sci-fi.
sure.
There is
Yeah.
a
So
historical,
perfect.
but there's also a sci-fi, which is what it was in the first game, but the second game just blew it out. It's honestly what hooked me for life was the ending of Assassin's Creed 2. I was just like, this, how, what, huh, who, what? I almost like I know you'll never play that game, but
I
I
know.
can't spoil it in case you do, because it's just
No, I mean the only thing
one
that I
of the
will do is
reasons I still
probably try and watch it. But yeah, I'll never go
yeah
back and play the old ones. But I am quite intrigued in the new ones. Like I'm almost certain I'll play Red. I
yeah
keep telling you I want to play Mirage just because it is smaller. Like I want to kind of dip my toe in and see. But
yeah
this one sounds awesome too. Hexy, cool. Yeah.
yeah. It was and so like one of their kind of like thing they did is like dark and gloomy setting and in like cobbled city streets.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
total vibes,
I want
thick
that.
vibes. Yeah. So fingers crossed.
I love it.
Give us creepy games that aren't like too terrifying,
Yeah.
such as Fallout,
Ooh. Yeah, it's creeping me out.
our new our new obsession.
Yes. Um, did you start it? You said you were starting it.
Oh, I did. I played. You're definitely ahead of me.
You started over.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I started from the beginning.
Okay.
I totally. So when I first played Fallout 4 in 2015 on release night with the timer countdown, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, I could play this game. I decided because I hadn't really played games as like a woman. I was like, I'm gonna play as the wife. And while it was fun, I don't think I connected with it.
I didn't even think about that aspect of it. How does that
What do you
work?
mean? They flipped
I
everything.
I
They swapped
remember you
everything.
said you can be the woman, but I didn't even think about
Yeah.
that. I'm like, wait a minute, the kid and like the whole beginning of that game would be. I mean, I guess it's not that different, but it makes sense the way I
It's
did it, you know?
yes, it's roles reversed. Like
Yeah.
I agree without like pushing anything.
Yeah.
It fit much better this time for me personally.
Yeah.
Um, but even just for my like motivation as the character, like feeling like it's me,
Yeah.
and I'm very motivated now to play this game. Um, and
Got to get Sean,
I
man.
also, huh?
Got to get Sean.
I gotta get him. So it turns out the son is also like you can design both characters at the beginning of the game.
I noticed that because I saw a thumbnail of somebody and the wife looked completely different. Like
Yeah,
someone
I
was
mean, well,
starting a
because
playthrough. I'm like, what the hell? How'd that happen?
yeah, because you can play as her, so you switch it over, and you can edit both. So I edited both. So I made her
Damn,
look
I
as
wish I
close to
did that.
Maya as I could.
That's
It's not.
awesome.
It doesn't really matter, but I did do that this time.
Yeah.
It's different.
I was gonna say, I can't believe you did that
It's different.
knowing what happens.
Yeah. And last time I don't think I changed the guy, so it wasn't like he was just some dude.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean the beginning of the game ends very quickly, and I'm not spoiling anything for a 9-year-old game because people are coming to it now after all this time.
Sure.
But uh, I also was playing a character that wasn't my name, and so when Codsworth goes, Mr. Ethan, I'm just like, yeah, let's go.
I know.
This
It's
is
awesome.
way better.
I
This is way better.
I'm pretty sure this is my first RPG, like true RPG.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to make decisions that matter and mold my character in a way that I think not necessarily is me, but in a way that I want this guy to
That you want
be.
to play.
And yeah, um,
Did you do
it's
your name? Are they calling you by your name,
I
or
did
did you do
J.
another name?
I like
Oh,
doing
that totally
J,
works.
but it's close. I mean, yeah, Taylor calls me that. So, and then he said
Yeah,
it. I'm like, whoa, that's awesome. Yeah, it's really cool.
yeah. It's in Starfield as well, so they put that in all the modern games now, which
I've
is
been
nice.
listening to some stuff about Starfield this week, and I'm like, now that I'm having an understanding of what these games are, and like once I beat this one, I'm not gonna go directly into Starfield, but I definitely want to play
No.
Starfield too.
We'll talk about Starfield in a second because there was an update announced that is like going to make the difference for when I go back and play that game
Yeah,
largely. And there's some stuff coming later this year that are going to be huge quality. I'm happy I stopped when I did
yeah,
so that I can enjoy it more when I go back. But um, I made it to Concord,
yeah, yep. That's where the Minutemen are.
the Minutemen, and then I
Yeah.
went back to the Red Rocket, whatever station.
Okay.
Um, and that's all I got to.
Cool.
I know you're farther than that. You're back out of
I'm
the
not
trench.
much farther, honestly, but uh,
Really? Yeah.
I haven't had much time to play the last couple days, but I I will. It's gotten creepy. It gets creepy at points. It turned into a zombie game. I'm like, oh, don't like this. I really wish it wasn't this.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like panicking
Feral
and
ghouls.
yeah, not good at shooting. Shooting is hard. I don't know if that's the game or if it's that Last of Us thing where it's like you feel bad at first and then you develop the better skill and accuracy or whatever. But I'm just like
Both.
I'm not great at the aiming, but
It's hard. So they have a counter to that. That's the VATS system. Have you
what
used that?
is that? I have no idea what that is.
Yeah. So figure out. I haven't triggered it yet. I don't remember. It basically goes into slow motion and it uses to target body parts and it gives
Okay.
you percentages and critical hits and stuff and it helps with combat.
And you have that
So
from the
there's ways
beginning?
to leverage that. I think so. Yeah. And
Okay.
you can put so as you like level up, you can like do your stats in a way to help the way you want to play the game. You
Okay.
can also do stealth and just not fight people. Or
Yeah,
like,
that's not really an option with the ghouls.
really?
They just come out of nowhere sometimes. Or they're killing
Yeah.
my
I mean, we
freaking
fought
dog.
I don't think he can die though.
I was wondering. He has been severely injured. Else, I mean, he's like, yeah, he is dog meat. So like I didn't think he can just die or you
Yeah,
find a new one, but that stresses me out a little bit less because man, hearing him
yeah.
whimper is crushing my
It
soul.
sucks. I hate it. Yeah, I'm tempted to just make him stay
Yes,
over
I've been
there.
doing that a lot lately.
Yeah,
I love that he
but no,
helps though.
I don't think he can die. Yeah, he's
Usually when
great.
you have an NPC assistant, they don't do anything. Like God, Ellie was an
Other than
idiot. I
Ellie,
hated her.
huh?
No, I know she does help, but
Ellie?
dude, I found Ellie so frustrating. Yes, I know she actually does do stuff, and I know
Really?
that was like a great, but she would just, I found her infuriating. Yeah, the
That's
character
so
I love.
interesting because Ellie was the first partner character that worked ever.
I'm sure she did, but there were certain things that she triggered, or like she would tip people. I'm like, God dang it, Ellie! I was really trying to stealth this, and you triggered them.
I don't ever remember experiencing that. That's
I
so interesting.
I got to go back and look at my playthrough because I'm remembering
Yeah,
that,
I'm
but maybe
curious
I'm
about
wrong.
that.
Anyways,
Um,
would you have ever imagined when we started this show that for the first 7 episodes we'd be talking about Fallout every single week?
it's taken over the world,
That's
like,
awesome.
and we're fully in it. They seem to be rumoring that the Fallout 3 remaster is coming soon, possibly even this year. So we'll see the Xbox showcases in about a month, June 9th.
Very
Um,
excited.
and we should get some. I mean, sure. I have so much other stuff to play. Like, I'll take some updates. I'm excited for Nintendo. I
I'm
just want to
excited for
show
this
me the Switch
channel
too.
for a showcase because I love when we do like watch-alongs and stuff. That's all.
Yeah. Uh, but I we watched the first episode of Fallout, and it's just so good.
It's so
It's
good.
just so good. And I, without spoilers, I've never heard of a vault like that setup
I I'd love to talk
ever.
to you because
And
I
that
don't
was very
know
cool.
enough about Vault, so I'd love to talk to you about why that one is so unique.
We'll talk about vaults in the post show.
Okay, cool.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Um, but yeah, so real quick, Starfield update coming. Uh, Maps are getting fixed. So instead of just random, vague nothing on the map, literally nothing, it's going to be a full detailed 3D environment. Like you can
Cool.
see everything in 3D, and they're gonna and where everything is. Game changer. 60 FPS performance updates, that kind of stuff. You're gonna be able to design your ship. So like
The
literally
inside,
put
right?
chairs over here
Yeah,
and put like yeah, all the inside.
very cool.
And then they hinted that land vehicles will be coming later. And they showed a little clip of a rover driving on the surface, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
thank you. Like, why was that not in there? Um, with the DLC that we both get, because I think we both got the deluxe edition
Yeah.
later this year. So that's very much I'm all Fallout right now. Learn Bethesda, go back to Starfield later.
Dude, yeah. Uh
Yeah.
Starfield is another one of those ones where it's like, should I have bought the deluxe edition steelbook when it came out? Because I probably wasn't gonna play it. No, but I'm gonna prove myself wrong on this one. I will play that game. I will.
Yes.
So
Yes. And
that
it's a
is
cool
where I will
steelbook.
break the cycle.
And we got the cool outfit too. So I don't regret that.
It is a cool steelbook, except it had that stupid like digital upgrade thing on it that didn't need to be on there. Like,
Really?
yes, it was so dumb.
That is weird.
Like, you don't need to put any marketing on the steelbook. Just have it be the art. I hated that, but
Yeah, that's
anyways,
bizarre. I
that's
got now I want to look at that again. I don't remember that.
yeah. Check it out. I don't think I brought mine.
Um, I don't have mine within reach. Um,
Can I talk about the last piece of news before we segue into the Star Wars game segment?
well, yeah, so we've been kind of drifted away from Star Wars, but let's go back to some other Star Wars stuff.
Let's bring it back. So tomorrow, or actually today, as of the day that this posts, there will be a new big Star Wars Fortnite crossover. We've known about this for I think a week or so, and we were speculating at the time what we were hoping for. Do you remember what you were saying you were hoping from this? Because
Qui-Gon,
Qui-Gon,
prequel.
It's the 25th anniversary of Episode 1 this year, this month, even. And that seems like a perfect time to add, as far as I know, the first prequel skins in Fortnite. There are none. There's
We have Darth Maul.
a,
We have Anakin. We have Obi-Wan.
we do have Anakin, and we have clones. Never mind. I take that back. There's not enough,
Clones.
though. There is not enough.
There's definitely not
There's
enough.
so much good stuff that they do. You're totally right. They have Darth Maul, which is arguably
Mace
the
Windu.
best for me. Yeah. So yeah, Mace Windu, Jar Jar, Qui-Gon, absolutely.
Oh my God, Jar Jar would be insane.
Yeah, young Obi-Wan. There's so many good ones. Queen Amidala
young
would be
Obi-Wan,
fun.
don't do that. Padme. Definitely Padme.
No, the Queen. I want the Queen in the red thing and like the weird headdress thing. I feel really dumb
Padme.
that I said there's no prequel skins, but anyways, that's not what we're getting. First and foremost, we're
Boss
getting Chewbacca. Boss Nass would be awesome.
Hey, Chewbacca's a prequel skin.
I can't believe technically he is. I can't believe that Chewbacca was not in this already. I fully thought that he was, but that's a great skin.
Yeah, I had a feeling he wasn't.
I don't know if I'll get him. I don't think I need him.
Is he pass or purchase?
I don't know, and I don't know if we know what's going to be in the pass or not.
Is there a new pass or new season?
There will be a pass, yes. So
Okay.
maybe he will be. Maybe all of it will be. I don't know. But there's also going to be a Lando Calrissian skin, which I'm
Yes.
excited about. That looks cool. There's going to be a lot of Lego skins being added, it looks like. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of like buildable Lego structures being added, which will be fun. Not my jam, really. I don't know if I really fully dig the Lego game mode
Lego
right
Minecraft?
now. But maybe someday we will.
Did you watch the little animation
No, I don't think
for
I
the
did.
Lego? So
For
it's
the
cool.
Star
So
Wars,
it's like
no.
the Lego. Yeah, the Lego people are there, and then a Star Destroyer comes flying through the sky and crashes. Basically, all these Lego Imperial people are now in the Lego world and building Lego base, like Star Wars bases. So that's going to
Okay.
be like in the world now. There's going to be like Imperial outposts and stuff that you can go to,
That's cool. That is very cool.
which I'm kind of very down to test out.
Okay, maybe we could try it.
Like a crash Star Destroyer and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
it
that
just
is
sounds
cool.
fun.
They're adding Chewie's bowcaster as a weapon, which sounds like fun. But here's where the stuff gets kind of fun and clever for me, which I really like. They're adding the cantina, I believe, as a like setting for festival. They're
Yep.
adding a bunch of Star Wars weapons. Before I get to that stuff, they're adding Star Wars instruments like the drums with the helmets as like the
Yes.
symbols and stuff. Amazing,
festival.
perfect. Within festival, yeah.
Yeah.
And the Cantina song, which is perfect. Oh, dude, the
Yeah.
Cantina aliens would be great skins as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Like the
especially for
Cantina band
festival.
guys.
Have you played Festival yet?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not fun by yourself.
played it.
Like I have not played with somebody, so that's what I want to do.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe we could. I honestly might buy the Star Wars drum kit because that's hilarious and I love it. I think that's a cool skin.
I don't even understand that mode, so I might have to. I'll definitely have to load it up
Yeah.
with this to check it out.
I said Lando, they're adding a Dagobah Luke, which absolutely 100% has to have a Yoda back bling. And if it doesn't, it's
Ooh,
an
I
utter
didn't consider
failure.
that. Yeah, it definitely is gonna have
Of
that.
all the skins, I think that might be like the insta buy of all of them. But then there's also some
Can I say something?
Yeah, please.
I was gonna say, like, I wish they would add a OG Yoda main skin, but he's really tiny.
Yes.
So now I actually wish, instead of adding Dagobah Luke with a Yoda back bling, I wish they were adding Dagobah Yoda with a Dagobah Luke back bling.
Yes.
So that you play as Yoda in the backpack facing forward.
But you're like mind controlling
And
Luke.
he has the guns. and it's just like Luke in the back, like running backwards.
That's hilarious.
Are you following?
That is hilarious. Yes.
I wish that that's what they were doing,
Yeah, I love
but
that.
alas, that would be the weirdest skin in Fortnite.
Two more things which are, I think, incredible. There's a couple of rocket racing skins. One of them is like a Darth Maul car, and another is a Anakin's pod racer car, which looks sick. It looks very cool. And
Are
then
they adding a Mando car,
lastly,
or was that already in there?
the Mando car is so awesome looking. Where is it? I can't find it on here. Yeah, it looks awesome. It looks like Mando's Beskar armor, like all the way through. And there's Mando, and there's also a Boba Fett version as well.
Ooh,
It is the like coolest looking car ever.
I
So
just get, I wish you could use that in Battle Royale, because I haven't been able to justify
I think you
getting
can.
exclusive rocket race and stuff. Can you?
You know what? No. Yeah. The one thing says Rocket Racing, the Mando car is Fortnite. Which
What?
the Mando car, I think we will be able to drive in Fortnite. The Rocket Racing is like the more kind of like RC from Toy Story looking car.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting.
I think it's a total missed opportunity for all of the cars to just be usable in Fortnite, Rocket Racing, and Rocket League. Like, have
Yeah.
that all be synced unanimously, and I feel like it has to be eventually. I can't believe it's not.
Yeah.
But
They're probably
mean,
working on that.
yeah. But yeah, honestly, I was disappointed going into it, but I'm actually quite excited for a lot of this stuff, and I hope we can try it out, and I'm hoping there's a couple surprises too. The whole event lasts 2 weeks, I think, so we'll see what
Two
happens.
weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're bringing back like all old previously purchasable skins as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. Big update. We'll
Yeah.
at least sometime over the next 2 weeks have to jump in and play. It's
Definitely.
been too long. I'm ready for a Fortnite kick.
Me too.
Well, lots of good stuff, and we'll go ahead and take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about our favorite Star Wars games or just general Star Wars games history. So stay tuned, and here's a word about our Patreon.
If you like what we do, we'd really appreciate if you'd consider supporting us on Patreon. Now more than ever, small independent teams need all the help they can get, and we'd love to have you join the rebellion.
Joining us on Patreon can get you a wide array of perks, starting with our 1-star tier. Joining this tier will get you voting rights for Movie Madness, our weekly journey through an actor's entire filmography.
Our 2-star tier will give you extended episodes of the Hebrew Rebels podcast, Game Chat Tonight, and Movie Madness, both ad-free and a day early. Plus, you can write into those shows for a chance to have your questions and comments read on the podcast.
The 3-star tier delivers the most value with our Patreon exclusive shows. You will get a monthly episode of Crossword Struggle and Climbing the Ranks. And we have more exclusive shows planned to add even more value to this tier.
Next, as a 4-star rebel, your name will be listed in an on-screen shoutout on each of our weekly scheduled shows.
Finally, you can be one of only 24 people to be considered a Founding Rebel. You will receive a limited edition Founding Rebel t-shirt. Your name will be read on each of our shows as a Founding Rebel, and you will forever be remembered as one of the very few people to truly help start the rebellion.
Visit patreon.com/Hebrew Rebels for more information. Thank you so much for your support, and back to the show.
All right, hope you enjoyed that quick ad. Feel free to give us some support on Patreon if you're able to. We're going to talk about our favorite Star Wars games. I'm going to quickly kick it right off since we were just talking about it, but honestly, shout out Fortnite.
Yeah.
Not a Star Wars game, but some of the best weirdly embedded Star Wars content and gameplay that I can think of over the last number of modern years, at least.
Remember when we were grinding to get Mando and Baby Yoda? Like, that felt like
Exactly.
I acquired those characters, you know. And yeah, and then you play as them. It's kind of like playing Star Wars, and then they give you the guns and the lightsabers. That's a Star Wars game to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to get even better when they enter. I mean, no, not probably. It's definitely going to get even better when they integrate with Disney. I mean, there was Star
Yes.
Wars stuff in the little preview they showed, so there is
Yes.
more Star Wars in Fortnite to come.
Oh my god.
Very excited for that.
Very
And we've
excited.
got some good stuff. I was going to say, yeah, even playing with Mando in the like Star Wars themed buildings in the desert and
Yeah.
stuff. Like they do a good job. Oh my God, we saw, not that this is a favorite, a teaser for episode 9 in Star Wars. A canon setup story only in Fortnite. That's
Didn't
insane. I
didn't
forgot
JJ
about
talk
that.
to us or something?
The Emperor did.
The Emperor did? JJ wasn't there?
I don't think he was. Maybe. I
Okay.
don't think he was. I think the Emperor literally showed up and was like, "This is what's happening. I'm back."
I do remember that too. That's crazy.
Yeah, wild stuff. Um, so I yeah,
Kind of
shout
kind
out,
of
shout
going
out to
off this
Fortnite.
the sort of Fortnite thing too, but like the Lego Star Wars, the old Lego Star Wars games, like the very first one, which was episodes like 1, 2, and 3. Dude, I played the crap
Yes,
out of those games back in the day.
I played one of them. I don't know, maybe the complete one once they did all that, but yeah, I mean those that Lego games forward slash defined them.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I mean,
And
as do you remember if there was like a licensed Lego game before Star Wars? Maybe we don't know, but like, sorry,
oh
maybe not even licensed, but like a Lego version of the movie, like or show playthrough. I think that was the first one, right?
no, I think you're right. I think Lego Star Wars was what started it.
Yeah, and
And
there's
yeah, that's
so
yeah,
many
which
now.
is. And have you played the new one, the full Skywalker saga?
No, I bought it. Oh, God, dude, this is such a theme on this game. I bought it, and I don't think I liked it. I didn't like the open worldness of it. I liked the old, more linear feel of them. Of like play each
Okay,
episode, and then it's like a short bite-sized version of that movie, and I
I get
enjoyed
you.
that more. Not that it's bad, and it has all 9 movies, which is incredible, but um.
I
I,
I started it with Maya. I thought it was kind of impressive. You literally start on the opening of episode 4
Okay,
on the Tantive 4 or whatever.
right.
Um, I didn't get very far, so I don't really have a better impression. But I know exactly. I get it. I so get exactly what you're referencing.
Again, or not again, but like, not that it's not impressive. I just, for some reason, for those games, I don't think that was the feel I was wanting. But
Yeah.
um, I should try it out again. Taylor and I played the crap out of the Lego Harry Potter games, and
Ooh, nice. How are
that
those?
one, it's fun. It's a little bit of a hybrid. Like you get to kind of wander around Hogwarts,
Okay.
and then you play sections of each movie. So yeah, it's kind of a blending of the two. It's not as linear, but um, yeah, the Lego games are fun.
I'm happy we have them,
Me too.
and now they're in Fortnite, which is just crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. So the did the first Lego Star Wars game come out on PS2, or did it come
Yeah,
out on PS3?
too. I had that game a
No
long
way.
time ago. Yeah, let me see when it came out.
I almost don't believe you. Like that's unbelievable. I have the complete edition on PS3.
The original trilogy game came out on PS2.
Wow.
So
Which is
Lego
the
Star Wars
first
the
one?
video game came out in 2005.
Oh my goodness. That's nuts.
Yeah. Oh man, those
And was
games
it
are
the
so
first
much
one?
fun. Of like these story games, that I don't
For
know.
the of like movies and stuff. It doesn't matter.
I feel like it has
Um,
to be.
was that your first Star Wars game that you played?
No, not at all.
Do you remember what your first Star
I
Wars
think
game
my
was?
first Star Wars game might be my first Star Wars, or sorry, first gaming memory. It would be Episode 1 Racer on
Oh
PC,
yeah.
and my dad, like, I don't know what he did. Not that it was that hard back in the day, but we had 2 computers, and he like, LAN connected them or something, and we were both playing uh Episode 1 Racer, and we were racing each other, and like I was so young. I don't know how old I was. Like
Yeah, that's
5 or 6
he
maybe.
definitely he definitely hacked the mainframe, modded the game, and created a multiplayer mod for you guys to play on too.
No, no,
Like
no.
I
I
feel like
know.
that's how it no no no, I feel like that's how epic it feels.
Totally.
It's
Yeah. No, but now that I
it's
think about it, it's like connecting two computers to
No,
play
no,
is
no.
like that. People were doing that all the time back then. But
I want to keep it the other way though, because
yeah,
like it's like when I think about when we played Minecraft multiplayer, like that's what it feels like I did. It feels like I went into the router and
yes,
hacked it. But
completely.
honestly, I just changed a couple numbers and it made it work the way it's designed to work.
No, but like I'm saying, for my first gaming memory, like I can't think farther back than this. It felt like magic
That's crazy.
because we had one
Yeah,
game on two computers, so I don't even know how that
yeah.
worked. But yeah, I
That's
have
very cool.
such vivid memories of playing that game so much. I remember there was like a options menu where you could like tweak the settings, and it was in this long hallway, and it was playing Duel of the Fates, and I was always scared that Darth Maul was gonna pop out and like kill me because I had a really bad nightmare about that when I was really young. But that kind of
That's fair.
triggers that's kind of triggering for that, honestly. Um,
Duel of the Fates or
no,
the
not
game?
Duel of the Fates, but that options menu of the game, and then just it reminds me of that nightmare I had when I was a kid.
Yes.
Darth Maul
Yes.
used to scare me a lot.
That game had some creepy vibes in the menus, to be fair.
It it's a little eerie, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
a lot of
happy
death.
with like the pit droids that they definitely lean into the goofiness of the pit droids now, and that game does not do that at all. It's all just yeah, it's like hardcore racing, lot of death, like you say. Yeah,
Yeah, a lot. Oh man, that is one of my favorite games of all time.
me too.
And I never beat it. I finally found a YouTube video that showed me the path on the level that I was stuck on that I think I can beat it. I need to go back and do that.
Do you
Maybe.
remember the level?
Uh it was oh, God.
You don't have to know a
Yeah, it
name, but
was a
like
sky.
what it
It was
looks
a
like.
sky level. It was a sky level.
Oh yeah,
Um and you had to go pretty much full speed the whole time and then like do a shortcut and it was the only way to win and it's one where you just keep falling off the edge. Oh my god, I did so good in that game.
I remember that.
My guy was Mars Woe, or I don't know how to actually say it, and because I got him to be super fast.
Yeah.
um but my fondest memory of that game is being stuck on another level before that. Couldn't beat it, broke my right arm, which is like I can't play video games now. No.
Right.
It was all right. Right arm is just for acceleration. All I could do was just excel. I had to beat it with my left, and I beat it. And I
It's
don't know how I
amazing.
did that,
That is amazing.
but that was one of the moments when I was like, all right, I can do anything. If I can
That's
pull
so
this off, I
awesome.
can do anything. Um,
They remastered this,
Epic
right?
game. They, much like Battlefront, up-resed it,
Right.
made it run on modern consoles.
I'm pretty sure I got that. I need to play this again. We need to play this.
I,
We did. We played this a
100%.
little bit.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I have it on Twitch, or did I end up getting it on PS4? I think I got it on PS4.
Now, did you dabble much with Racer Revenge?
I've played it, but not. I no frame of reference for it, even though we played it. And
I also
honestly,
played the crap out of that game. I don't think of it as fondly. It doesn't have the same magic, but
yeah,
uh
doesn't have the same heart.
it doesn't have the same heart, but it works a little bit better, and like there's some cool characters that you can unlock, but it takes a lot. Like
Yeah,
there's a lot of grinding that you have to do to get through all that game. But I
yeah,
mean,
dude.
is there
Low
anything
key,
cooler
okay,
than a pod racing game?
there's not, and the fact that we haven't got a modern one, I gotta go back to the original game though, because like
Yeah.
the the amount of things they had in that, like you could go into Watto's junkyard and like buy parts.
Oh my God,
And they
that's
had
right.
like the jump. It's not just a menu and you like upgrade. Like
Yeah.
they had modeled out so many environments. Like, and that's what I just remember being so impressed with, including 3D models of every pod, and you could go into the hangar and like zoom in
Yep.
to like very close detail of like
Oh
pit
my
droids and everything.
God.
I'm like, there's not many games that do that. Period.
Wow, I forgot about
It was
that.
a very high, I would say, very high quality game
Yeah,
with
I
like
might do a new playthrough of
good.
this game. I
Yeah,
think I need
it's
to.
excellent. I've been wanting to platinum it. I was like, this is a
Yes.
platinumable game, but I feel like I can't until I beat it on my N64. but I might do the reverse order and then just
Well,
beat it on my analog or
beat it on
something.
your analog 3D. Yeah, exactly.
So, oh,
Oh man. While we're on the
yes,
top, I have
that's
one
the
more.
perfect one to start it off.
I actually have one more pod racing game I'd like to throw out there if I can.
Oh, I know what it's going to be, and I was going to mention it, and I forgot, so I'm happy you're going to bring it up.
Is it Bombad Racing?
Yes, it is.
Super Bombad Racing, dude.
Yeah.
If I can somehow, I would love to play this one again. It's what? It's a pod racing kart racer, right?
Is it?
Because
Yeah, I guess, yeah, because it's like mini, everything's
mini and
miniature,
you
which
got
is pretty
power
good.
ups and stuff.
Yeah.
I just these games take me back to when I used to rent a lot of games, whether it was from Blockbuster or Gamefly. I these were the games I had like every other month. I would get something new, but I'd be like, nah, I just want to play Bombad Racing again, and I would get that. I got these games so much.
I know it's insane because now we can wait and get games on sale for like $3, but I miss the magic of renting a game
A little bit, yeah.
and feeling like I need to play this and I need to beat it before I have to take it back to the store.
Sure.
And also, you'd sometimes get it and then be like, this person beat it on this save file. That's an insane concept.
The game would be saved onto the save would be on
On,
the
N-
disc.
on N64, yeah.
Oh, oh, that's
Because
funny.
not everything was on the memory pack. It was
Okay.
in the actual cartridge.
Yeah. No, for sure. There's a
Crazy.
nostalgia and like a romanticism to the
Oh,
old like renting games, especially if you're going back to like Blockbuster times. Gamefly took a little bit of that kind of heart out of it, but yeah, it was a good time.
good era. You have another one, or should I go?
You go. I feel like I dominated that.
No, that was awesome. I'm gonna keep it on the N64 train and call out Rogue Squadron. This is another all-time GOAT game. I don't think you've played this one.
No.
Shout out to the whole series, but specifically the N64 one. This was like set the tone for Star Wars ship games. It had a story that took place. And was it after episode 6? That doesn't sound right. Maybe after episode 4, like between 4 and 5 or something, but you take your Wedge leading Rogue Squadron on like all these extra missions and stuff. I think it may have done everything. I forget it. But God, man, I need to play. I want to play these games again. I think
Yeah.
this one hasn't been re-released.
Okay.
It came out on PC as Rogue Squadron 3D. It was just Rogue Squadron on N64. Overall, it's a trilogy. Rogue Squadron, Rogue Squadron 2, Rebel Leader, maybe, and then Rebel Strike was the third game. And I own either the second or the third game. The second game was a GameCube launch title and was the most graphically impressive game, like to kick that off.
Yeah.
The third game added on foot stuff. It's just games suck now. I'm an old person.
I don't know. Survivor's pretty cool.
I know it's like too good.
It's too good. It's like you expect it to be that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
not just
feel
like
you.
they can do this now. It's just like, yes, do everything.
And then we're like, why doesn't it have this though? Like, we're so spoiled.
It's like, oh,
Can we also just talk about how cool it is that that game is called Rogue Squadron because one guy decided to say that they were Rogue One, and then a whole line of rogues came out of it. It's backwards, isn't it? This is my Rogue Proof shirt.
Rogue Proof. I don't know what that is.
It's Death Proof, the movie, but it's my Rogue One version of the shirt.
Rogue One.
Yeah, Bodhi says we're Rogue One, and then from that, that's why all of the other pilots and ships and whatever are Rogue whatever. Like Rogue stemmed
When are,
from
when are
Rogue
they?
One.
When are they rogue?
What do you mean, the Rogue Squadron? And what is it, Wedge in episode 5 who says he's Rogue 2? Like, it all came from Rogue One.
I thought they're red.
Mm, who?
The pilots.
I mean, no, in episode 5 he says this is Rogue 2 when he finds Han and Luke.
Is he?
Yeah. And we're talking about Rogue
I don't
Squadron right
remember.
now.
No, because all I remember is. Yeah, see, it must have been after. I always think of the approach to the Death Star
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
episode 4.
Yeah, red
And
leader,
they're all
gold leader,
red.
all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's what
yeah,
I
for
always
sure.
think of.
That's separate, but and obviously this came first, and then someone clever just decided to make Rogue One. But in actual
Oh, I like
canon
that.
lore, it all stemmed from Rogue One, and then that's where the Rogue
Yes.
Squadron comes from, which is so cool.
Without throwing all that off, yes, that's very cool. My shirt, not anything. It's just Venice. When the Empire took over Venice.
The Holy Roman Empire,
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
Holy Galactic Empire.
Perfect.
If I can take it way back again, another one of my oldest gaming memories, and again with my dad. Did you ever play the game Pitroids?
That's a game?
Yes, it was a
No.
puzzle game
Ooh.
where I don't know how to describe it or what to equate it to, but like it all takes place in Watto's junkyard, and
Amazing. I already love it.
there's different like like there's like a grid, and you have arrow pieces that you have to lay down for the pit droids to come out of this machine, and they all have to go into a hole, and you have to like make sure that they don't cross over each other, or you have to make sure they step on certain platforms. It gets harder and harder and harder. It gets very hard, but I've played the crap out of this game too. Like this was one of me and my dad's favorite gaming experiences of all time, and I don't know how to play, how to recommend to
PC,
you to play it, but it's
probably.
so much fun.
It's an episode 1 game, so I want to play it now.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
realized I want to play all the episode 1 games.
And the music is so oh man. I hope
Yeah.
someday we have an easy way to just instantly play all of these games that we want on whatever we want.
I think we can do it on PC. That would be my guess.
I'm sure I could yeah, download this. I just want it to be quick, or I want to play it on my handheld, whatever.
Steam Deck.
Yeah. Pit droids, man.
That's cool. I want to look that up.
Yeah.
Well, I just have a gang of and 64 was a beast console for Star Wars gaming. Have you played did we play this? Did I show you Shadows of the Empire?
Is that the one with is it Boba Fett?
It is. I did
Yeah,
I
yeah,
showed
yeah.
you this
Yeah.
game, didn't I? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. This game it was like their first attempt to do actual story like in a game.
Okay.
Like literally first attempt. This was pre-Rogue Squadron actually, because they had Battle of Hoth. Rogue Squadron did it way better. But yeah, shout out Shadows of the Empire and Dash Rendar. I think his ship showed back up in Rebels, I want to say,
Okay.
when they went to the planet with the children that were flying his ship, defending this like area. It was either Clone Wars or Rebels.
Okay.
But he has yet to make an appearance, and he better make an appearance at some point.
Yeah.
Dash Rendar, man.
He's a cool
Knock off
character.
Han Solo.
We played this going into Solo. What
No,
was
it
the
was not
connection
that long
there?
ago.
Like literally the day we were going to see Solo for the first time, we were playing this. Like, was there some kind of correlation or?
I don't know.
Huh.
But that's crazy. There was a syndicate that they've turned into, and I saw this with Outlaws too. They've turned it was like the Black Sun, and it's whatever there's a new one in Outlaws or something, and people are like, that's like the Black Sun Syndicate or whatever.
Okay. Yeah,
That
they
they brought
definitely.
out of the extended universe.
They have, I mean, Mandalorian. I don't know if these people would be alive, but like Mandalorian is a perfect world to kind of fold some of these characters in. Like Dash Rendar would be a cool Mandalorian character, right?
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean, Cad. They found a way for Cad Bane to fit. Well, that was Boba
it,
Fett, but
to me, he should be in
same thing.
Outlaws.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's more it's the era,
Yeah.
and it's a game, and he came from a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
actually, I'm gonna be upset if he's not in Outlaws.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should definitely be doing a mission with Dash Rendar or a
That would be
DLC or
awesome.
something.
Oh yeah, that's a
I
great
would be
call.
filing a complaint if that doesn't happen.
It almost feels
The
like
Outrigger
he's like a forgotten character, doesn't
or
it? Like,
Outrider. Oh yeah, he's definitely. Well, and the other guy from the games, from the Jedi games, is Kyle Katarn, and he Dark Force and all that, which they're remastering. And literally, the guy in Outlaws, everybody's like, "That's him," and they're like, "It's not him." And it's just like, okay, fine.
wait, who? That's not the guy from Force Unleashed, is it?
No,
Who's that?
Star
I forget
Killer.
his Star Killer. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
The original Skywalker name?
Just to highlight that, I played a little bit of that on Wii. That was an interesting experience.
Ooh.
Felt good. It was felt appropriate to play a lightsaber game with a Wii, but I don't
Yeah,
remember loving it or even finishing it. It was a very dark game too, for my
Nintendo.
time, at least at that time. Nintendo.
I never played the Force.
Oh, for Nintendo, yeah.
Yeah, I never played the Force Unleashed games.
I can't
Didn't
believe
touch
there are
them.
two of
I
them.
don't. Yeah, I didn't have a PS3 yet, and then I just didn't end up getting them. I think what other Star Wars games were on PS3.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't really think of any.
One of my first PS1 games that I had was Star Wars Rebel Assault 2, which I don't
Yes, you
fully.
have that.
Yeah,
Oh my God, yes. Oh my
it was
God,
a
yes.
it was a 2 disc like thick jewel case game that I had, and I
I want to
never
do a
got very far in it
playthrough.
because again, I was so young when I was playing these games. I sucked at them, and they were also kind of janky and hard. Like I never got very far through this game, but I gotta try it again.
I want to do I want to do a Twitch stream playthrough of this game.
Sure, yeah,
I don't remember how I played this. I was gonna add this to the list, and I'm very happy you mentioned it because this is one of the most insane games that exists, and
really.
it blew my mind the first time I saw it. I want to say I was maybe in India or something. Although I feel like I saw it like when I was even younger than that. I think actually no, I think Eden had it, and then maybe I saw it again later. But it's insane because it's like photo images of people
Yes.
in like multiple poses, like
Yes.
moving. It's like that bad of graphics, and it's just this dorky like nerd rebel pilot guy, and then the Millennium Falcon is in it, and you got to fly it through this like level where you hit everything, and it's like insanely difficult. It got recently leaked that it's going to come to I think PS4 as like a classic game, so we
Cool.
might be able to buy it.
Very
I
cool.
haven't
That's
followed
awesome.
up on that, but
If I
it got
remember
like rated
correctly,
or something.
it's like it's an arcade game, right? Like you have lives, and when you run out of lives, I think you have to start over. That's why it was so hard for me. Like I couldn't get very
That
far
sounds
into
right.
it. I'm
We
looking at
will
a picture
be,
of it. Like you had a score and you have like these like rebel
yeah.
tokens or whatever. So that's
It was
such an
probably
odd
in an
way
arcade.
of doing it. Oh my god. Remember the arcade
Yeah.
Star Wars game with the
Yep.
joystick, and you could either play like the episode 6 where you're doing the lightsaber battle, or the attack on Hoth, or I don't know what the other one was. Endor maybe. Um
Yeah, you'd
that
go to
was
the
a
movie
fun
theater
game.
and then like, and that one's
Yes.
considered like one of the most epic. Like that was a good game, I think, at for the time.
Yeah. Again,
Now we can play
very
it all,
hard.
and yeah,
It was one of those
mhm,
games where like I know I'm going to lose
insane.
because it's trying to suck quarters out of me, but
Yeah,
very very
we should
enjoyable.
buy that. Try to find
Hell
that and
yeah.
buy that.
And just mod it
How
so we
much
don't
is
have to
it?
pay for it.
Do
Um
an eBay, or just take the quarters out of it.
sure. Yeah, of course. What is it called? Star Wars
It,
Star Wars
I
Arcade.
think it's Yeah,
Star Wars Trilogy Arcade.
I think that's what it is.
Shopping. Let's see how much this
What is it,
goes
like
for.
5,000,
Um,
10,000?
I don't know if I'm fine. I might have to look this up later. I don't see any for
Okay.
sale necessarily.
Well, while you're looking for that, I'm gonna name drop one of the worst Star Wars games of
Please.
all time,
Yeah.
Masters of Terrascasi.
Okay.
It's a Star Wars fighting game for the PS1. And
Oh.
one of my childhood friends also had this game, loved it. Oh my God, I loved it. I didn't care how bad it was because it was Star Wars. And it had Mara Jade, who's like from the EU, and you could fight lightsaber people against fist people, and you could be on Endor, and all this. It didn't make any sense. It probably played bad considering it was a fighting game, but I never cared, and I'm actually kind of upset that I still don't own it.
Oh, this looks incredible.
Yeah,
Wait, why is it bad?
I think it just plays bad and it doesn't make sense.
Oh, but it
We need to
looks
play this.
so funny. I'm
Yeah,
watching Luke Skywalker versus Boba Fett, and he's hit him 8 times with a lightsaber so far, and they're still fighting.
exactly, right?
But if
I'm
he
like,
has Beskar
who
armor, maybe that
cares?
makes sense. This
It
is
just doesn't matter.
amazing.
Yeah, and Darth Vader, dude, Darth Vader was so hard to fight. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah, I want to get that. I want to get that game again.
I have an update on the arcade game. One person on eBay has it for 7,500.
I said 5,000, 10,000, right in
Sure,
between.
right in between. That's awesome.
Okay, that's definitely a stretch goal.
Yes.
We will do a full playthrough of that if you can help us raise $7,500.
Might as well put it on our Patreon, just like a we can put goals on there. So
We have a lot of stretch goals.
I know. I know.
Go fund me, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Hit me.
I'm trying to think of any that aren't more. I feel like I went a long time without playing Star Wars games. Like
There was a
I'm
long
realizing
time
how many
without
I
Star Wars games.
yeah, true. I'm realizing how many I played as a kid, and now we're in a new kind of golden era, but um I see I never played Battlefront when it was on like, PSP and like or PS2 or whatever it was. Like I didn't play
But,
those old games, but now we have the remaster. So,
and you played it,
yep. I guess we can
and
talk
it's
about
not good yet.
the newer Battlefront games. Played both of
Well,
those.
real quick, I do want to touch on the classic Battlefront games.
Yeah.
First one was good. The second game was amazing. I know our experience was less than so, but I'm hoping we can redeem that and maybe
Yeah.
even play some co-op of the story mode and stuff
Yeah.
in person, even if we can't do that online.
Yeah.
Um, because they had some pretty cool stories. One of my favorite games I ever got for Christmas. Played the absolute crap out of that because that was the only way to like relive a lot of those battles. Um, but moving on, they brought Battlefront. We were supposed to get a Battlefront 3. That never happened until 2015, I think, also. And we got modern Battlefront.
Yes. And I mean, those were very fun. We played those a decent amount, and I know there was
Did we?
issues and like controversy with Battlefront. What did you say? Really?
Did we play them a lot? I feel like not as much as I
No,
would have thought that I would have.
not to the point where I would say we were like obsessed with it, but I feel like I got my money's worth out of it at least.
Okay.
But it was also
I
one of those
will
games
say,
where like people were just way too good, and it made it annoying.
yeah, that's modern day.
Yeah,
Because those classic games I played against the computer, super fun.
yeah. But I mean, yeah,
I have to
Battlefront
say
Two
they're
was so fun.
they're gorgeous though. The
Yeah,
graphics.
yeah.
Definitely maybe the best looking Star Wars games that we've ever had.
You get to actually live in some of these worlds for some of them for the first time, which is very cool. Um, a lot of like ships and like Imperial walkers and things that you can actually like use and manipulate, and the customization in 2 I thought was really cool, even though it came with some controversy with like loot boxes and all that stuff. But it was a cool platform, at least I think.
Did it kill loot boxes?
I mean, I think they're still alive, aren't they?
I feel like they're not as much of a thing anymore though.
They're not as much of a thing, but they're. I mean, they are in the sport game world.
Oh yeah, 2K's a cancer, and all
They're in
that
the sport
crap.
game world. They're still in I think no, I guess they're not in
Destiny.
Call of Duty anymore because Call of Duty has battle passes now.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, there's no loot
Fortnite saved
boxes
us
there
a little bit
anymore.
with that.
Yeah. They at least
I can live with that more.
it's the same thing. You just see what you're gonna get.
Well, it's
So
not
like
gambling. You
it's
could
not
in
gambling, right? Yeah.
theory not get. You could in theory spend money and not get stuff. That's bull.
Yeah. But they fixed it too, right? Like Battlefront 2 had a redeeming moment. I feel like they finally
Oh
righted the ship.
yeah, I think they brought it all the way back around. They got all the content in there, and they part of the issue was how long it took you to unlock stuff, and I think they tweaked the grinding because it was a game you
Yeah.
paid full price for.
Yes. I
So
remember thinking that the dogfighting and like aerial combat in the game felt very good too.
yeah,
I have not played Squadrons yet, so I don't know how similar it is or better even. I need to play that, but I enjoyed the dogfighting in Battlefront 2 quite a bit.
we should play some multiplayer squadrons. That game's
Yeah,
buttery smooth.
nice. Made for
Not
VR
a
too,
rogue
right?
squadron, huh?
It was made for
Yes,
VR?
yes, it's yeah, but that ain't happening. And I
No.
don't know if it's upgraded for like VR2 and whatnot. So we'll see. Did you play the original Jedi games? Either Jedi Knight, I mentioned Kyle Katarn earlier, or Jedi Academy?
No. No. No, I did
Did I
not.
pressure you to get Jedi Academy?
That sounds kind of familiar, but no, I did not. I don't think.
So I played that game on computer, my friend's computer in India. His dad got this game from like Singapore or something. It was incredible.
This
Like
looks amazing.
incredible. And I have it on my PS4 and I want to play it again. For the
What you
time, like you had a full story. You could
Yeah.
customize your person. You could customize your lightsaber. You could turn to the dark side
Wow.
and
That's
it would
cool.
change like the story. Like
Oh, that's
I
amazing.
very much I kind of want to go back and like when they remaster Dark Forces, like play that and go all the way through the story. I had started Jedi Knight because it's Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Academy. I had started the first Jedi Knight. It's a little bit old, but if I can do Dark Forces, I might do a playthrough of all the Jedi games.
Cool. Now,
You fight a Rancor, that I remember.
are these current Jedi games meant to are they like in the same, family of games? Like is that why they're called Jedi colon something or is it's just
Might be a slight homage,
okay.
but they are very much their own new thing that's canon
Right.
and technically way better. I mean, you can literally customize your whole lightsaber. It's incredible.
Yeah. This looks way better than I thought it was going to though. What was this on? PS2?
It might have been on PlayStation. It was on PC back in the day. Like this is like 2004. This is 20 years
Oh.
ago.
This looks
20 years ago
amazing
you
for
could
that
do
time.
this. Yeah, it was
Wow.
mind blowing. And jumping and doing like lightsaber battles with stuff. Like it was pretty good.
That's awesome. I love that you can like turn to the dark side, like and that affects things, especially for that long ago. That's so cool. Yeah, I've been thinking about slight tangent, but like that's one thing that Hogwarts Legacy is missing is a little bit
Lightsaber battles.
more no a little bit more RPG elements. I think
Mm,
if they make a Hogwarts Legacy 2, I want it to be like full on RPG where like things matter.
yeah.
Not much if anything at all matters, but yeah, I want you to be able to be a dark wizard if you want to. I think that'd be really
That would
cool.
be.
Um,
I feel like they have to go that way with the second game.
they do. They really do.
Do they set it up where you could, in theory, import your character and continue your story? Or is it going to be a totally new, fresh thing
Uh oh yeah,
without
yeah.
spoilers?
Your character could for sure continue and do a new story.
Continue.
I hope he
Okay,
does.
cool.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That would be that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And then the third game you can be a teacher. And
Oh
then the
my
fourth
god.
game you can be the headmaster. And you just sit in your office and do paperwork.
Yeah, well, Dumbledore did a lot more than paperwork.
I guess.
Did he do any
Beard
paperwork? I don't think
growing.
so.
He just sat there and grew his beard.
He was the Michael Scott of Hogwarts headmasters. He didn't do anything that he was supposed to be, but he was still getting the job done.
There you go. Um, Before we move off that, the new Jedi games, is this the peak of Star Wars games?
Yeah.
It has to be, right?
What are you saying? Will it ever get better? Is that what you mean by peak?
So far. Like, is
I,
this the best we've ever gotten?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't played a lot of these. I know some of these are like beloved and all that, but I think so. I mean, it nothing can possibly feel better being a Jedi than these two games, and Survivor especially.
Yeah, I need to go back to Survivor because I mean that was my take with Fallen Order. Did you platinum either of these?
Both.
I'm a failure in
No, you're
comparison. So
not.
yeah, you definitely are equipped to speak to it. Um, I may do that at some point, but
It's a lot of
I
fun.
I'm all over the place. I really want to play Survivor, but I'm playing Fallout.
I know. It's okay. It'll always be there. It's gonna be a long time until we get the third one, if we do, and I'm sure we
That's
will,
true.
right?
Maybe I wait for. I think I might wait for the PS5 Pro then to play
Yeah.
Survivor because
Oh
rumors
yeah.
are that game will get a massive boost from that.
It still doesn't run great for some people, right?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
a
Wait.
demanding game.
Yeah.
I might. I mean, I have yours, so I think maybe that's why I'm like pressured.
I don't need it.
And
I
Star
platinumed
Wars
it,
game.
so
That's true. I'll do Hogwarts before then,
cool.
I think. Before we go forward with our last game, I do want to give one shout out to the previous biggest open world Star Wars game,
Yeah.
Star Wars Galaxies.
I
How
don't know
much do
if I
you
know
know
what that
about that
is.
game? It is the Star Wars MMO from times past.
Okay. I
And
don't
this
know
was
anything
another game
about
I did
this.
not own because I did not have a PC. But I will. This game is like iconic in Legend. Now there is the modern game, The Old Republic. I saw some stuff. They're still updating it. I'm sorry, I ain't about it. I'm not a big BioWare fan as of yet, other than Mass Effect. And that includes the other games that people are probably, if anybody listens to this, like, how did you not talk about them? Is the KOTOR games.
Yeah.
Missed those as well. Waiting for the remake.
Yep. We can
Make
speak
sure
to
and
it when
finish
when
it.
that comes out. Because thank God
Exactly.
that's back alive again.
So Star Wars Galaxies was straight up World of Warcraft, MMO, mid 2000s Star Wars, where you had pretty much like, I don't know if it was a full planet, but like you were on Tatooine and you could just run through the desert. And there'd be stuff to fight and grind. But I remember, and you could do like, you could get your own homestead and your own house like out in the desert. And it was like, it was an MMO. There's like other
That's
people running
cool.
around and stuff.
That is
And you
cool.
pick your profession. Best thing this game did, because what profession do you think most people would want to do?
Bounty hunter?
Yeah,
Or
that was
Jedi?
up there. Jedi, right?
Yeah.
You could not just be a Jedi.
Because that's too OP.
You could become a Jedi, but it wasn't just I'm going to be a Jedi.
Right.
It was
You have to
I
earn
didn't
it.
play this, so not. It was very very difficult to become a Jedi to the point where like if you saw one, it was like whoa,
That's exactly how it is, which is cool.
and I love that
Yeah, that's sick.
that that they made it not accessible for everyone.
You know, I gotta say
And
that's actually something I don't know if I love about episode 2 on Geonosis when like there's all those Jedi. It's like, where'd all these guys come from? You know? It's like it's more fun thinking they're rare.
but they weren't back then. And we're going to see that more and more with like the High Republic. Like that was the era where they were everywhere, and that's why Order
Yeah.
66 was so crazy because they all got taken out.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, it's a snapshot. We're going to see with Acolyte. They got cocky, they took over, they dominated. The Sith were in hiding, and the fact they pulled it off is Low key, I'm not a trader. Good,
Yeah,
because things were swung way the other way. But it's just impressive, also.
for sure.
So, Star Wars Galaxies, by the way, still alive today.
Like people are still playing it.
Run by fans.
That's
Yeah,
so cool. I love stuff like
with
that.
like
No,
fan servers and stuff.
when I saw Galaxies on here, I thought you were gonna bring up Galaxy of Heroes. I feel like you guys played that a little bit. Did you? The phone game? You did,
Yeah,
right?
I don't want to talk about that. Yeah.
Why? Why don't you want to?
Unlock Yoda. He's impossible to unlock. Delete.
I have a friend who spent an obscene amount of money in that game.
I spent
And
$0. I
while
refused.
I can't judge because I have spent obscene amounts of monies in certain games, that was one where I just did not see the benefit. And I also just didn't find it fun. Like
Oh, it was fun. It was crack.
I didn't like.
Grinding and doing the missions and all that. Maya played it a lot too.
Wasn't it just turn-based battles one after another? Like
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah. See, I don't
It
think I
was
like
collecting
turn-based stuff
characters and
for sure.
strategizing to like take them out, and it was building your collection of characters
Right.
like that. That's what was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Give me Marvel Snap for Star
those.
Wars. I know it probably can't happen, but that's what I want.
I mean, I'm down. That's what'll get me in.
Yeah.
Shifting our focus from behind us to ahead of us. We mentioned KOTOR remake, Star Wars Outlaws. We've talked about it before. Check out our other episode where we talk about Star Wars Outlaws and all the excitement. But is this going to be the best Star Wars game ever? Can it be better than Survivor? Does it need to be? Will it be 1 and 2 right there?
In certain aspects, I will say yes, it can be. I don't think it will be for me. I think I like the feel and everything of the Jedi games, but the open worldness of this game and everything that we've seen in this most recent, was it a trailer? It was a trailer, right? The story trailer.
Yeah.
I think
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be right up there. Almost to a point where it's like it's not even fair to compare them because they're gonna be great in their own different ways.
I agree. I don't think we need to pit them against each other. But I'm curious, like, I might be playing this before Survivor. That seems crazy.
Yeah.
I got to think about that then. I may have to take back what I said, but
Why?
uh,
Sandwich it.
sandwich it how? Like eat
Fallen
it?
Order, Outlaws, Survivor.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
but
think that's
timeline wise too, it doesn't make sense. So we'll see. I'll play it by ear.
when you're right. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Everything with Star Wars is out of order. They don't
I
care about the
know
timeline, so why should you?
it's designed to be out of order. Um, Regardless, I'm excited to see how we feel about this once it's out and we've played it, and how big it is, especially compared to like Fallen Order and Survivor
I mean, it has the potential to
in
be
hours.
bigger, right?
I think so. Yeah,
This kind of game lends itself to being a bit bigger than
those
those, which
games are
is
meaty though.
very. They are, yeah. But I'm just thinking the fact that I like platinum Survivor in a week, you know, dude. I mean,
Really,
I had a lot of time. Yeah, I was house
it's
sitting
great.
or apartment sitting for Taylor. Like I had nothing to do, so I was just playing Survivor all week, and that was like mostly what I was doing. I was playing like 6 to 8 hours a day. So it's
Oh my
not
god, that's
shocking,
I'm so
but
jealous.
I was I was so hooked on it.
Yeah, that's
But
amazing.
still, I mean, for me, like that's insane that I was able to do that. So I don't think I'll do that with Outlaw. Is that gonna be an Xbox only game? No, right?
No,
Okay, okay.
no, 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 no.
Good, good,
That's
good.
a massive multi-platform release. They're putting that
I
on
gotta
everything. It's Star
I gotta
Wars.
get that platinum trophy for that game too.
No exclusive Star Wars. I want to print out or create trophies of all of our platinum trophies and have a wall of our
Me,
platinum.
me too. I want to do that so bad. You have no idea how badly I want to do that.
And we can have doubles, like if we each have one,
Yeah,
or
dude, a trophy case
or
would be amazing.
or like with the Stanley Cup, each game has a platinum, and then the names go on it.
I like that
in
better.
a
I
trophy
think
case.
because
Yeah.
it would just be all the same trophy, but that's much
Yeah.
cooler.
All right.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
perfect
we'll
for our
figure that
gaming
out one
room,
day.
you know? Like that's amazing.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Talk about extra motivation to get a platinum.
100%, yeah. Dude,
Oh
don't even tell me, man. Hogwarts Legacy, I have to go back and do all of that again.
my God. But then you get a physical platinum trophy.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Perfect.
Oh
Well, I
man.
hope you enjoyed us reminiscing on the history of Star Wars games. That was cool. I haven't put that all into context, maybe ever. Um, that definitely one of the strongest IPs in gaming. That like for a non-gaming IP, like
Yeah.
they kind of innovated a lot too.
I can't
So
believe how
cool that
many I've
they're
played.
alive.
I
Yeah,
know I've definitely played games, but like just talking about them, like things just kept popping in my head. It's like, oh yeah, no, yeah, I've been playing Star Wars games for my entire existence of playing
life.
video games. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go. I need to go find Pit Droids now. I really want to play that.
I'll send it to you. I mean, it would be a perfect
Yeah,
phone game, honestly. I wish it was. I wonder if I can get a ROM of it.
maybe I was just what I was just thinking.
Oh my god. I will look into that.
Well, uh, check out next week and we'll find out if Jordan was able to find the ROM
Yeah.
of Pit Droids slash if I was able to. But that's all I think we've got for this week. Thanks for listening. My name is Ethan,
My name is Jordan.
and this has been Game Chat Tonight with the Huber Rebels. Thanks for tuning in.